on a lighter note, these things, you can go ahead and start painting. So these things, even though it has a pusher on it, they need to have this stuff called graphite put on, graphite paint, which makes them extraordinarily slippery. And you can see the difference. That's graphite there, and that's where it's worn away. Metal and hay are kind of sticky, so you put graphite on there, and I'm the kind of person that pours it and then smears it around and lets it dry then. But Cody's being a Republican. Now, I prefer the democratic process when it comes to this shit. Like, give it all away. You know, who cares where it comes from? Just get it on there. We don't care who pays for it or how it's paid for. Just spend it. So anyway, yeah. So you got to put this stuff on there, and you really don't want to have it on for anything less than like 12 hours before you use it again. It is quite volatile. The paint evaporates pretty quick, but if you let it get hard, it'll be on there for a couple thousand bales, several thousand bales before you have to hit it again. So when it gets wet, damp, you know, really dry stuff doesn't matter too much. But if it gets damp, it'll stick to this metal. I mean, I can walk on this, but when you hit this part, this is where your feet will go right out from under you. So it takes a couple of swipes with a fresh bale to get it nice and slippery. Actually, what you're supposed to do is put it where it's bare metal. You put a thin coat on, and then you come back in and hit it after that dries, and then it'll absorb like a shit ton more. So, anyways, I'll start painting, and yeah, I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Up this morning. We had this tire off yesterday. I think I showed that, but there's gash in that tire. He let the air out of it. He didn't let the air out of it. He didn't check the air in it before he went to stack the last time, and the tire was soft, and of course the patch flexed and allowed a little bit of a leak. Tire eject seemed to keep it alive enough that he did finish stacking about 400 bales with it like that. He said he had to go get air in the tire a couple of times, but that was the way it was. So I wanted to at least finish up the video that I started yesterday on this graphite. So that's what it looks like when it's fully painted. When you take your finger and you rub it on there, this is really good graphite because it's hard. Some of the graphite that you get, even from the same company, it's soft and it wipes right off, but this looks pretty hard. So it'll take a couple of passes with the bales coming down here to get that nice and polished up and shiny and slick. So that job is done. I'm gonna turn the camera around here. I think the job is done for down here. We're done baling. We didn't bale anything yesterday. I'm waiting for a phone call back today, because it is today, the day I'm posting this, to see if I'm going up to Maryland. If I'm not going to Maryland, then I'm going to get all this equipment someplace out of the way so that we don't have, it's not in the way of this farmer, and then we're going to start hauling it home. Yeah, we're just going to haul it home. I'm thinking of coming down with my truck and trailer, you know, and grabbing at least the stack wagon and the 7810, and you know, maybe make a couple of trips. I'm not licensed to do so, but I think I can do it without too much problem. I think the knotter problems, I mean, I wanted to address that. I think the knotter problems are not knotters, believe it or not. I think it's the twine. Now, both of these balers have two different types of twine running through them. And if you look through here, I have tan twine constantly running on the bottom strand. I have had, once that tan twine, or that particular batch or pallet of tan twine got in here, I have had chronic issues with these knotters. It's been that one. It's been that one. This one right here have been the worst. This one. That one and that one. I'm not having any problems with that end, but I've had problems with all these three here and that one. But those that are solid green, I'm not having the problems with. Now Joseph, he's having the same issues with this one, and we've made every adjustment possible. He is running solid tan twine, and it's not, I hate to do this, it's not one knotter. It's, well, let's put it this way, it is one knotter, okay? On his, he's having more trouble with one than all the others, but this is the newer baler, so it should have a little less wear on it. But he is having astronomical issues with this one. Yeah, the one with the green in it. So, I don't know. I can see this twine. You see there's frays in it. And what it's doing, and I don't have my book. I'm going to have to look into the book. But I'm going to have to look on my computer for the book. But what it's doing is it's not pulling the string all the way through the bill hook, and it hangs on the hook, on the tongue itself. So, I don't know. I think there's an issue there. Well, I know there's an issue there. Ooh, and this is the 7530. So, yeah, so those are the issues that we were having, and I'm almost certain that is because of the baling twine. We've made adjustments to twine tension. We've made adjustments to the knotter timing on both of them, trying to get this stuff to feed through. And I've been in and out of this baler more in this past week or so, trying to choke this shit through there than I did the first, month and a half we were down here. So I'm pretty darn certain that that's the issue. We did have problems with the one. He was having more problems with one than the other, and I changed to the green twine, and his problems went to about 1/3 of what they were before. So that's what is leading me to believe that that's the issue. This baler, this is the older baler. This one has a bad air compressor. So I'm going to have some work done. I'm going to have that air compressor replaced, or I'll replace the air compressor. So, yeah, I wanted to talk about that before I drank my coffee and got on to the last. We had about 550 bales to stack yet today, and that's it, and we're done for this down here, unless we are going up to Maryland. If we're going to Maryland, that'd make things a lot easier for me, because there's like between 200 and 500 acres there. And then I've got another project that's in the works. I'm not sure whether I'm going to be doing it or not, but if I am, you're probably going to see another new baler pop up here before that starts. So anyways, here we go. Yeah, I can do that with one baler. That's what gets me. I can do that with one baler easily at that project with one brand new baler. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll keep you filled in on what's going on. All right, so we're hooking up. We're going home. It's home time. Time to go home. So first things first, we're going to have this thing hooked up to the 550. This can stay there. Well, we're going to move them over there out of the way. The balers will be moved out of the way. Those two tractors will sit there. We're going to take them home first, 8120, 4960. But tomorrow, we're all going to go on a convoy. One's going to pull the shredder. One's going to drive the tool truck. Tim will drive the red truck and the camper. I will take the camper, and Teresa will take the car. And we should get all that conglomeration of mess out of here. And then we come back for tractors, balers, and yeah, and go that route. We'll get going home. Home. I gotta call Steve.